Welcome everybody to another Rugby TTL Grassroots Day. We are here today at Andover to catch Andover 2s versus Romsey. Unlike last week, this is a top of table clash. Andover are 6 points clear, so Romsey need a bonus point win to close the gap to 1 point.
Big game.
Big game all round.
Last time out in Romsey, Andover beat them away. We've just been told by the head coach of Andover it's a few different players today, expecting a slightly different result. So big game, and we're going to have a little chat to some coaches, some managers, and get some footage of the game for you.
Good news is it's a lot drier than it was last week, so hopefully good game of rugby again.
We're a fair bit bigger than a lot of
So everyone, this is my son Hartley. Say hello, Hartley.
Hello.
He has joined me today at Andover second versus Romsey. You enjoying yourself so far?
Yes.
You looking forward to watching some rugby today?
Yes.
Are you going to cheer and shout?
Yes. Woo!
Right, guys, today we've got Andy and Jodie from Andover. Please, guys, introduce yourself, a bit about yourself, history of the club.
I'll let Andy go first.
Right, well, the history of the club is that the club was formed in 1959, so this is our 65th anniversary, or just having it coming up. We've had a bit of a nomadic existence up until the early 80s, when we finally got our own clubhouse over the other side of town, and then in the early 90s the council wanted that for development, so they gave us this ground here, and we moved here in 1992, I believe. The ground is actually owned by the local authority, but we lease it off of them, so it's ours, and the clubhouse is all of ours as well. So that's a bit of
Lovely little setup you got there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, to be honest with you, we're one of the problems. We're in negotiations at the moment because we haven't got enough pitches. We've got a really thriving women's section now that haven't got their own changing rooms. We haven't got facilities for that.
But that goes down well.
Yeah, well, it's hard to manage actually, but we do manage it. Especially because the ladies play on Sundays, which means that they're interacting with the youth academy, which makes it even more difficult to manage, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But we get there, and it's fine.
So as director of rugby, does that all fall on your shoulders to deal with?
Mostly, although we have got an academy head who helps on the Sunday stuff.
Right.
But I'm responsible for all of our 4 teams, which is our 3 senior men's, our vets, and our ladies. And so all of the 3 senior men's teams play in proper leagues, and we have 3 teams out in league rugby every Saturday. And like today, for example, even though we've got about 8-9 lads over in Dublin watching the England game, we've still got all 3 teams out plus replacements for every team.
What sort of commitment
That's
is that?
fantastic, isn't it? The amount of
League
players
game.
you got.
Yeah.
League game this lot, and you got 8-9 players over watching.
Well,
rugby?
yeah, we have told them, but being the kind of over-intelligent individuals they are, when they booked it, they thought it was a week off. They thought it was last week, which was actually a week off. So
Good at rugby, but can't count.
yeah, but one of the things I think where we've been bucking the trend a little bit is with recruitment, because we've had a lot of new players come to us this year, including players who've never played before. So yeah, I mean, we're doing okay from that point of view. We've got good liaison with the army, so we've got quite a few soldiers, particularly in our lower teams, although there's a couple in our first team as well. Yeah, so from a point of view of an overall picture, the club's doing really well.
Those military men can be quite handy as well, can't they? We've spoken to a couple of the teams down in the south, and they rely quite heavily on like the Navy guys, and when they're in and out, it changes their group dynamic as a team. Do you get that as well when they're sort of away on deployments, or do they turn out quite regularly for you?
Well, it's quite interesting actually, because like Gosport and Ferrum, who you're probably talking about, who a team we've over
And the
years,
Nomads.
Yeah,
and USB.
Over the years, I mean, Gosport and Ferrum and us, we've very similar clubs in that respect. The Army boys tend to be a little bit more regular in a sense that when they're here for longer periods of time. And also, where we've been lucky is because basically half the Army's posted around here. They keep coming back, even if they go away on a deployment for 6 months, they'll be back, So we have Army lads who play for us for 20 years,
Oh, that's good.
So, and then when they retire, they stay and live in the area and they carry on, So, we got those ties are great for us.
So just to be clear, you just told us that you were still head coach, is that right? But you're passing on those roles to Jodie, is that?
No.
Not to me, unfortunately. No.
Okay.
No, what it is, Jodie's the second team manager. He's not the
Right,
coach.
okay,
Unfortunately, the coach, who is an Army officer, he's away this week at work.
Yep.
But so I've stayed here with the twos because I'm actually still head coach for the ones. But we've developed such a strong coaching team now that I don't really need to be there. And what my plan is to step back from the direct coaching and become much more the director of rugby than I have. But even though I am director of rugby, it will give me the opportunity to go and watch the twos, the threes, and everything, and get everything. Because our plan is to try and move this club. We've developed brilliantly, but we want to move forward again. You know, so there's a lot that
Someone
needs
said
doing.
something like Haven of the North, is that
Yep,
right?
that was my little zip line. I like to think that we are going to be the Haven of the North soon. That's
Or
the plan.
better.
Yeah, or better would be really, really good. We've been down there, we've seen their setup, everything
Yeah.
they've got, and it truly is amazing. So if we can emulate that's really where we want to be, and sort of our vision.
Going in the right direction though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a
Three great teams turning out every week.
Yeah, well, it'll be a bit of a 3 to 5 year plan. I mean, we've got some funding coming to us hopefully
Cool.
next year, which will really help.
Talk about that. Where's that coming from?
So we've been in conversations with the local parish council as well as the local council to try and get some funding to make it more of a community asset and really drive the social side as well. So which would be good.
Because if we do that, if we can get that organised and get the redevelopment done, we should be able to get match funding from the RFU as well. I mean, it's how we got our floodlights. You know, we raised half the money via the local authority and everybody, and then the RFU paid the rest of it.
Brilliant.
And installed it as well.
What about junior setup you got going on here?
Right, we've got under sixes, which are actually under fives. We take kids from year R.
Yep.
And they go all the way up to under 18 Colts.
Brilliant.
And then the Colts is a bit more of a mixture between what we call the academy and the seniors, and is a bit of a hybrid. So I kind of take responsibility for the Colts as well. And then, you know, so we run teams from under 6 all the way through to under 18. And then,
Are you seeing a lot of those Colts coming through into your threes and your twos and your ones?
I think it's one of the things that we're really successful at, which is why our numbers are good, because we have been really good at transitioning our players from juniors to seniors over the years. In fact, if you saw our first team today, I say out of our 18 players, probably 13 or 14 of them have come out of our academy at some stage in the past.
Fantastic.
You know, not all in the same year, obviously, but you know. And
I mean, like you mentioned with Haven, that's the similar sort of thing to what they're doing. They're breeding their own talent and bringing them through and reaping
They're
the
all
rewards of
organic,
that in later years, aren't they? So,
Yeah, absolutely. All organic players, so that's what we want. It's great to bring in army guys and things like that, but you want that consistency, which is really what we're after.
And you'll find it today in the twos as well, and definitely in the threes. I mean, you know, at least 3/4 of all the players in all the teams are locally grown, and so are the women's team. You know, so it's really good from that perspective.
Right, fantastic. I can see some of your boys getting out on the pitch. I know you guys have got things to do. So just quickly, today you got a big game. Romsey, last time out you beat them.
Yep.
I know that was away. I've just caught a little chat with their team manager and they seem to think they've got a different team and they've got a better chance of putting one on you today. So give us a prediction of what you think the score's going to be. And I want a couple of players that you think we should be looking out for today in what positions. And we'll try and keep an eye out and get some footage of them.
Prediction on score.
Go on, be brave.
It'll be
You won't
it'll be
offend
tight.
anyone.
I think it's probably going to be around 21-33 in our favour, I reckon.
In your favour, so 33-21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful that it'll be somewhere in that area. We've still got a strong side today.
Yeah.
And players to look out for. I think Elliot, our tight head prop, is a very powerful player.
Front row getting called out,
Yeah.
being watch players, good.
Yeah, and our captain Tommy, who's number 10, he controls everything.
Cool.
You know, and probably Charlie Duval, I would think, as well.
Yeah, that's centre.
He's playing centre. He scored for the first team on the wing last week. So because you know, we brought him up to the ones for a game last week. So
Has he got a nice permed mullet?
no, he's actually
I just spoke to one of
you actually see him over there in that cream jacket.
Right, okay.
But yeah, so yeah, all good really.
Happy days. We'll keep an eye out for him.
Just can say one thing about that Havant of the North thing. We're not pretending we're anywhere near that yet, but clubs
the
like
dream.
Havant, and I'd say this from a community rugby point of view, clubs like Havant and Tots and Winchester too as well, although Winchester do pay their players, they are real models of community rugby, how they've developed, and that's what other clubs, you know, we aspire to be firstly as good as them and then hopefully better, but for us they are the kind of model clubs that we want to, you know, where we want to go with it all. We've struggled a little bit in the first team at level 6 this year, but it's been an education for us, having stepped up for the first time at that level. And those clubs, well, haven't obviously are above that, but Tots are comfortable at that level. And that's just down to their organisation and how they've learned to play at that level, and that's where we want to go, really.
That's the aspiration.
It's good to have someone to aim for, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the aspiration. That's what we want to be.
If we were to get relegated, we're not down yet, but if we were to get relegated, we're hopeful that we'll go down and smash that league and come straight back up again. Yeah, that'd be our aim.
Happy days. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Good.
Hope you go well today, and I
Thank
hope all players end injury free.
Yeah,
Well, let's hope so.
Thank you.
Cheers, gents.
Right, we've got Harrison and Jason from Romsey. Thanks for joining us today, lads.
No worries.
Lads, please introduce yourself, a bit about yourself. How long have you been at the club?
Yes, I'm Jason. I'm the head coach. I've been here a year now. It's my first season here.
Perfect.
So,
Club captain Harrison, and I've been here playing seniors for 4, but I was on and off juniors and minis and whatever else.
So just guessing, the whole coaching team quite new, isn't it? First season here?
yeah. So
Perfect.
I could come in. It was just me, and then I brought Ben in, and Roger, who's not here. He's on babysitting duties.
Good to hear. So, how's your prep been for this game? Last time you two teams met, unfortunate, a 33-6 to win at your place.
Yeah. So last time we played him, we had a lot of injuries, and yeah, the team we've got totally different front row today. We're at full strength today.
Perfect.
So
you've had a few players missing last time, back here.
absolutely,
Confident, hope you turn them over.
I think it worked out with 6 in the pack missing last time. So.
Wow. So they currently moment have a 6-point lead in yourself. You really need that bonus win to take it to 1 point to really put the pressure on.
Yeah.
How confident are we, Harrison?
Pretty confident. I mean, like I said, we're throwing a pretty full strength squad out. I mean, considering when we played them last time, the score doesn't really reflect, I think, the result. I think we were 6 points up. We were playing a tight game, and I think
We ran away with it
sort
from
of ran
60
away at the
minutes,
end.
yeah.
A few new players, a few different systems installed now, so we're looking really hopeful that we can put a good score on it.
Perfect. Won't keep you too long to see you guys are warm in the background here. Apart from yourself, Harrison, any players we should watch out for? Or you think you're going to cause a bit of a storm today?
What, for us?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, it's got to be Ed, our 13. When he's back from uni, he's unbelievable.
What uni's he at?
Exeter.
Cool, perfect. Right, lads, again, thank you for your time. Good luck. We'll catch you later, all right?
Lovely, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's go. Boys, first of all, the ball is over now, right? All the nerves we leave at the door. That training session on Thursday, too many nerves. We're there, too many nerves, too many voices. We just calm it down now, right? We know what we're here to do. Yeah, we're here to do something fucking no other team has done, right? We're gonna fucking do it today. We've fucking thought about it all week. Every one of us has thought about it all week. Work, fuck off. Everything, gym, fuck off. Saturday is where we want to be. We're here now. All of us are here. We fucking want anyone else to be now. Yeah? We fucking lock in. Personal job needs to be completed. Team job needs to be completed. Everything gets fucking done 110% right. And we're gonna fucking do this. Yeah? Confidence. If that doesn't go right, we're putting it up. Let's go. These fucking nervous energy leaves at the doors. We're fucking locked in, laser focused as soon as we get out there, boys. Simple as fucking that. Let's fucking go for it.
One wrong.
Thanks, boys. Big squeeze on 3? Yeah, big squeeze on 3. Give it a fucking shout, boys. Big squeeze on 3. 1, 2, 3, squeeze! Let's go.
You want to do a break? I'll be down shortly. The whole week's about, isn't it? Yeah? Right, so we're really good up until now, boys. Fire in the belly, yeah? Fire. Right, you in? Let's get them hooks in here and let's close the door. Alright lads, how are we feeling? Great, good. Right, ready for this. We're going to go through some key objectives for today, and then what I'll do is I'll step out and leave you with Tommy, just to do your last bits before we go out to kick off. So today is about taking responsibility. We've talked about this in previous games, and it's your responsibility on how you look after yourselves. Things will go wrong today, passes will get dropped, things will go a little bit, and it's how you bounce back from that. So take responsibility for yourselves and others out there, and look after each other. There's no point having to go at one man if he gets stripped on the floor because you haven't got there to help secure that. We always go for more than 4. It will be key to this season we score more than 4 tries. And it doesn't matter who fucking scores them. We just score more than 4. if we find ourselves in a situation where we are trailing, we keep it less than 7. Okay? We want to go for that. I told you in the huddle outside, first blood. First blood is about how you take territory, how you take those tackles, and how you take those points. And that's what you go for. If you can play in their side of the fucking field, that's where we want to be. This is not a case of how big your fucking ego is. This is a case of how big your fucking heart is. When you go out there, things will go wrong, as I've said. You look after each other, and if you're in that fucking fight, you do not give up. I once said we play this game for fucking 90 minutes and somebody laughed at me. Absolutely, we take it to the 80 minutes and then we go past that. And we don't fucking take it off the fucking pedal. Alright? And that's what we do. All the way through to the very fucking bitter end. Alright guys? You know what you have to do. We've trained hard for this. We know the systems. Look after each other, work hard, and you'll be alright. I'll see you at half time on this account.
Cheers, Dave. Fire up, please. Come on, let's beat. Stand up, stand up. Right, connect. Connect. Okay, get in tight, get in tight. Keep your breath first. Oh yeah, because we love this, boys, yeah? This is what we're choose to do. Nothing else matters now. This game, one game at a time. They're here. They're the people that are trying to stop us. Every single one of those players are trying to stop us from doing what we want to do, what we set out to do. Okay? Talk as much as you want, but it's about actions. Doesn't matter, does it? If we don't put in our full potential in this game. Doesn't matter what we say afterwards, doesn't matter what fucking excuses we make. So we've got the choice now because the game hasn't started yet. Alright, we got to where we are because we fucking trust each other. Every single one of us trusts each other, and that's why we are where we are. And we've got to take that onto the pitch. Alright boys, now listen fucking closely. This is our house, this is our fucking pitch, and this is our league. They're coming to take that away from us. Don't let them come anywhere fucking close to it. They leave here with fuck all. We go on 5. Big fucking squeeze on 3, boys. Get in tight. 1, 2, 3! Come on! Ready? Yeah. Come. Get up! One more!
Don't give it away.
In fight, it wasn't the scoreline I predicted earlier on, so it's been very, very close. But hats off to them.
Score, it was 7-5, is that right?
Yeah, 7-5 to Romsey. They're playing very well. We hope now we've got the slope, so hopefully fitness will help us, and a little bit of game management, and then we've got our bench to bring on, which will be quite strong. So fingers crossed.
Little one. He's our ball boy. Cone boy, yeah.
Yeah, yes. So, how do you think the first half's gone?
It's exactly what I expected. It was good arm wrestle. I don't think Andover was expecting it, to be honest. But they brought nothing that I wasn't expecting.
So, first half kind of on plan. What was your message for the second half? What are you guys looking to do?
Kick it into the corners, force them to make mistakes, keep running their fat props around. That's literally it.
Yeah, they're kind of saying they've now got a slight slope. Do you reckon that's making much of a difference for you guys?
No, I think fitness-wise we've got the edge. So.
You can tell your boy you're over here for me. Great defence from Romsey. Tommy, captain, how you doing?
Good.
Great game.
Yeah, it was a
nice
great
result.
game.
I didn't actually see the score. It was 25-7. Sorry, no, 12.
I think it was like 22,
12 or
17.
14. Anyway, you won.
Yeah, for
bonus point win.
Bonus point
So
win.
what's that? 10 or 11 points clear at the top.
It should be 11. It'll be 11 or 10, depending if they picked one up. But yeah, 11 wins out of 11 wins though.
Clear at the top.
And
So
it might be,
nice little bonus for you guys today, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Happy?
Very happy. Yeah, these guys, they're up for it. They want to get promoted, and we played them twice now, so it's all said and done, and we wish the best for them.
Yeah.
We want to see our Test Valley rivals come up with us. You know, but there's a lot to play for, so still 5 more games for us. We really want to win every game.
That was really tight first half, and they didn't score a point until like literally the last play of the game in the second half, and you put the hammer down a little bit.
Yeah.
A few big carries from some of your big boys. And some good handling in the backs as well. Have you named your man in the match yet?
We're just about to do that now. We do one ourselves, and then we ask them to do one for us, and we do one for them. So we want to keep that spirit of rugby afterwards.
Yeah, no, it's good. How long have you been playing here?
This is my 4th season.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it here though.
How long as captain?
This is the first.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First year as captain?
Yeah, first year as captain.
That's a pretty good start, isn't it?
Yeah, 36 years old.
Yeah.
One of the oldest in the team, but
that's all right,
great team, and we've got 3 teams here, and it's growing all the time, and we're very proud that we get 3 teams out every week.
We were chatting to the director of rugby earlier, and you're in a very fortunate position. You've got lots of players that turn out week in, week out.
Some great coaches, great volunteers, make it all tick. That's what it's about, isn't it?
What's your goals for end of the season then?
We want to try and win every game.
Win every game?
We want to try and win every game. Unbeaten so far, 11 out of 11. 5 more to go. Take every game as it comes, but if we can get promoted, obviously that's our main goal as a club, to get the 2s promoted. But it's a little bonus for us if we can do every game.
Happy days.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time.
Thank you.
Go and enjoy.
And appreciate what you guys are doing. Yeah, it's really
no
cool.
worries at all, mate. Thanks for chatting.
Cheers.
Go.
Harrison, unfortunate, you were just on the wrong end of that. How do you think you guys and your team performed?
I thought, defensive effort was very strong. I mean, they're a big team, big, strong team. You've got to give them credit where credit's due, Probably about 2 stone on most of us players, but, give credit where credit's due. They're a really good team. I thought we played well in parts, 2 pretty good tries, and we'll regroup and we'll go again. Thought it was a good game.
I say, first half, very close. You were 7-5 up.
I think so, yeah.
Quick turnaround. What do you think swayed it? Obviously, you said the massive forwards. Do you reckon they just ground you down?
Yeah, I think, we were probably fair in the line out, but I think scrum time kind of take its effects in second half a little bit. I think we'd absolutely love to have forwards that size, but they've come through their system, they built them up. I played a few of them for yonks, going through Colts and seniors and everything. So played against these boys for a long time, and they've always been big boys.
Perfect. So this is your second time playing them now. You're second in the league. I think they're 10-11 points away from you now. What is your guys' goal for the rest of the season?
I think it's top 2. I think as far as we're aware, top 2 get promoted. So we just roll on next 2 weeks against Overton, and we can continue to do what we're doing previous to this game. And come the end of the season, we'll see what may.
No, I think you guys put in a hell of a performance today. Again, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck for the season, all right?
And you, thank you.
Cheers. Right, after the game, very unfortunately got the wrong end of that one. We've got John joining us, is the
President.
Yep. You got in contact before the game saying something about you guys looking to get your second team back up and running.
Yeah,
I'm guessing this is where you step in.
Exactly, yeah. We've been sort of struggling to get us 2s out. We've managed the 2-stroke vet side a couple of times, but we really need to get that second team to be able to start pushing at this level, get to the next level. And we know it's missing. We're getting there, it's building, but we could do with more players, as always. Ground roots always needing more and more players. So it's that sort of building we need to do, and we need more and more players.
So what are you guys doing, or what can we do to help you guys potentially try and increase your numbers?
I mean, a lot of it's advertising. We're doing a lot of social media, that sort of stuff, which is ideal. I'm just getting the message out, and if we get a twos game going, that brings in more players. So it's people coming down to training, that sort of stuff is really helpful.
So training, you said that. What days do you guys train, and where do you train?
Thursday's our main training. We train at Ganger Farm, where the club is, on a 4G. So we've got training guaranteed every week.
What time's that? 7:30. So if any guys are out there listening to this in the area, want to try it, never played for, get back into it in the Romsey area, want to come, look, there's the times, come down, give it a go. What more can we ask for?
Brilliant.
Perfect.
Great.
On the game. Really tough game. Close first half. We had a chat with you about what your guys' plans were.
Yeah.
How do you think your guys stuck to what you had planned for them to do?
No. It's just the advantage of having a young side is they will play what they see.
Yep.
And you know, I said at half time, let's look to ping the ball in the corners and turn their big boys. We didn't quite execute it. But when we went behind and we went up and scored, I said to the boys under the post, so I was like, just throw everything at it now, and we scored a cracking try.
Yeah.
A really good try. That's what we've been about all year. We're trying to throw the ball around. And we got a fair amount of flair on the side.
You picked out your centre as a man to watch. He did really well, but a back like that, trying to work off a ball when your scrum's going back was a greater knots. Yeah, it's probably hard for you guys to do.
Yeah, it's, you know, credit to Andover. You can see why they're top of the league. I thought their big boys were going to tire. They just put two more big ones on.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a nice luxury to have.
Exactly.
I think our props must have weighed 10 stone each. So,
Oh, easy, yeah.
Plans for the season?
I set the boys a target at top 2 at the start of the year. We're gonna claim that second spot.
Yep, perfect. Again, thank you for your time. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
I think, as I say, that Romsey, they did us proud today as a
No, they did indeed. Thank you very much for your time. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really hope to be the Haven of the North.
Yeah, right. Again, double victory over them. You got the double on them. They were quite confident coming here. Do you reckon it was a better game than at their place for them against you?
I think it was a very entertaining game today. I think sometimes we made it a little bit hard work for ourselves. However, I think the quality of both teams out there is outstanding. And to see that, you can see why we're first and second in the league. Just for them, they look really good, well drilled. That's their first team. That's incredible. But it also shows how far we've come as a second team to actually be able to put out a side who can rival them. So
I'd say...
I was going to say, people have got to remember, 10 or 12 years ago, our first team were in that league. And that's how far we've come, and they were a well-drilled, organised side. I just think they struggled a bit with our physicality.
Massively.
But other than that, I thought it was a really good game.
I say first half, they went in 7-5 ahead.
Yep.
Do you reckon you guys took on your half-time talk and stuck to it?
a little bit, yeah. We did actually drill the guys on what they should be doing, but we made a few, I think, some key changes as well, 10 minutes into the second half, which helped us a little bit as well. And it just gave us that stability to know that we're going to restart, fresh game, second half, let's go for it.
And again, any back line, knowing that they're going to get front foot ball on either their own ball or going to be attacking a team who are on a back foot with your scrum. I think your props put in a bit of a shift today, didn't they? And you picked one of them out, didn't you, as well?
Yeah. Both of our props did very, very well. So, yeah, really pleased with them. Did really good.
No.
Yeah, I think second half, what we talked about at half time was leaving the ball in the scrums a bit longer. They're trying to get penalties, and that worked because we were taking it out too soon in the first half. So, yeah, that worked. We got a few pens. And, yeah, I mean, penalty count. We got 2 yellow cards and we had about half the penalties they had, so I thought that was a bit harsh. But other than that, we played well and it was a good performance against a very good team, so we can't be happy.
Very good team.
No,
and a bonus point as well.
Exactly. That's what they were hoping to get you to try and close it. You've now extended the gap. Speaking to Tommy, your captain, he's put the pressure on. He wants an unbeaten season.
So we told you.
Yeah, exactly that. So
you got that from me.
So we will be
already had the banner.
We'll be keeping an eye on this one. And as you go, with that pack line and your backs, I think you potentially could do it. So
Well, we're trying to keep consistency within the squad. We've tried that all season, and you'll see that it's only a few injuries and things like that which have stopped us from doing that week in, week out, which is testimony to the club and everything which we're working towards.
Still got some tough games to come. We've got Tots away, which was always going to be hard. But, you know, yeah, we're right up there and we're in the driving seat, so it's up to us, isn't it?
Exactly. You're in that position for a reason. Again, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much indeed. Thanks for coming along.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
All right.
Cheers.